Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome back to Minecraft. That chicken just disappeared and reappeared. We're going to ignore that. But yes, we are back playing some Minecraft. And this is a series I have actually been talking to a few people about for, honestly, years now. It has been a really long time I've been talking about doing a series kind of like this. And I don't entirely have a title for it. I'm just loosely calling it Back to My Roots. That's what the name of this world is. We are back at the version of Minecraft where I started playing. And it is obviously slightly different than the actual version I played on because I started on console. But we are in version 1.6.4. And I'm very much looking forward to playing it. And I cannot wait. So we're just kind of doing a little episode to start with it. Obviously, I know way more now than I did when I first started playing this game. And I am very much looking forward to it. So for those who don't know, when I first played this game, I thought it was stupid because the creepers kept killing me. I didn't know anything about the game. And I just didn't want to play anymore. And I'm glad I ended up giving it more of a chance because it is probably one of my most played games ever. So I'm kind of happy about that. You know, a friend of mine just said, hey, give it another chance. We'll hop on. We'll play together. And it's been pretty wild. It's been a wild ride since. So we're back here. As I said, we're in version 1.6.4. And we are in the same seed that I played on initially on my first world. The main differences between them is console worlds were generated a little differently. So this isn't the exact world because biomes were smaller, structures were placed a little differently, stuff along those lines. So I can't get the exact seed, and I'm fine with that. You know, because then I'd kind of just know everything. Well, not everything, but I would know enough to be able to kind of just run and find stuff. So I think we're just going to start. Whoa. And I'm just going to take it slow, explore, kind of figure out what it is I want to do. Because that's kind of what I did when I first started playing this game, and I loved every second of it. So learning everything, you know, I remember I'm gonna talk about a bunch of random stuff from back in that time too. I remember when I knew so little about Minecraft, I found coal and went, oh, that means I should find diamonds. No, that's not how it worked. And I'm perfectly fine with that. So we're going to continue on. So some of the things that you would have found specifically in this world when you started in 1.6 is 1.6 introduced horses, rideable pigs, and carpets for decoration. Those were kind of the biggest things added in. There were a bunch of bug fixes for 1.6, stuff like that. But those were kind of like the bigger items that were introduced and kind of shown off. So we're definitely going to play around with those. I did not touch horses, I don't think, at all when I first started playing. So definitely wasn't something I really knew about. Oh, look, a village. I was going to go to the... let's go to the village first. I was going to go to the jungle. But let's go village. I want to check it out. Yoink. I've completely lost my train of thought, so I apologize about that. But yeah, this is kind of like an episode 0 kind of deal. I want to check it out. I want to know if you guys enjoy this, if this is something we want more of. But my plan is kind of start here, play through a bunch of 1.6, have some fun with it, move on to 1.7, so on and so forth, all the way on up. This is definitely not a new thing. People have done this in the past. There are some creators who have their initial worlds from when they started way back in the day, which is really cool. I kind of wish I had that. A couple of my older worlds on PC have been lost, but it's just kind of how it goes. But we're going to kind of keep playing through. So let me explore this village. I honestly can't remember what villages used to be like. Let's go take a look. Yeah, the buildings, I recognize that. I remember these. Lots of cobble. Lots of wood. This is a very oddly shaped village as well. Bonk, bonk. See if we got anything good in here. Ooh, sweet. So let's put that on. We can get rid of that guy. I'm going to keep it for now, but we'll get rid of stuff as needed. We're actually going to take this chest. There we go. So yeah, I have no skins, no textures, nothing. This is plain Jane vanilla. I have allowed cheats on in case something breaks. That way I can more effectively fix things. But that is really it. I am playing as close to vanilla as I possibly can. Let's chit-chat with some villagers. Oh yeah, they are just blank villagers. Oh. I've gotten so used to new villagers. I'm literally looking around for like the librarian's house right now. Not how it works in this version. What do we got in here? Oh, we got some slabs. What are you? You're technically like armor? Yeah, you're an armorer. Because their clothing was not as noticeable. You're, I'm assuming, a farmer? Question mark? But I don't remember. What, anything good in there? Nah. Alright, so I've got carrots, I've got wheat. Ooh, there's some cows over there. I kind of just want to find a place to settle down. I think that's what I'm going to look for. Maybe in between all of this. I think that might work. We'll start like over there. So obviously there's a lot of stuff we're going to be able to play around with, especially where we're moving through the versions of Minecraft. Obviously stuff that's changed, stuff that's been removed. So like, you know, enchantments that used to go with other enchantments that you can't get with them anymore. Stuff along those lines. So I want to play around with that stuff. Obviously there's a bunch of bugs and glitches and stuff like that that you can mess around with. I'm not going to do anything game breaking. I might mess around with some of them for fun. But I'm kind of undecided on that. I don't know how I want to handle it yet. But that's pretty much where we're at. So I'm going to do some exploring. I'm going to gather up some stuff. I do actually have to find some sheep. Or a bed. Actually, there were no beds in the village. Oh yeah, villagers don't have beds anymore, do they? Or anymore, I should say. They don't have beds in this version. At least I didn't see any in the two houses I went in. But that's fine. But as I was saying, I'm going to explore around, see if I can find ourselves a little bit of a home. See if there's a place that I like a little bit more than something else. And once I find a home, I'll bring y'all on back. And welcome back, everybody. I've done, honestly, a little bit more exploring than I planned. There's, the village is way over there. I was walking along. I found myself a nice little hole. So I thought we'd go explore. I did kill a skeleton down here a moment ago. Bonk. So let's swing down. We're going to take a look. I'm curious what happens each way. I'm not seeing much down here. There's some coal and such, but I can get that on the way back. So what I really... Sorry, I just saw two creepers and a zombie kind of freaked a little. Oh, they just like straight up fell down. Well, you guys are dummies. I didn't need to be scared of them. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring you guys back in, see if we could find anything good down here. I'm trying to get a little bit of iron just to kind of get us started. Obviously I found that iron pickaxe and a single piece of iron at that village. So more villages would be great. Oh, that is actually really bad. We don't want to bring any water down on us. That would not be fun right now. But I miss just going in a world and exploring. Oh, iron. Because it's just something I kind of lost out on when I started playing, you know, later versions and more often. Like, if you've seen the videos, like a lot of the times we'll talk about it, be like, hey guys, you know, we explored all this, you know, in a separate thing, and it's just like, we already know where everything is, so it kind of took away a lot of the fun. So I'm kind of glad that we've got a little bit more of that back now. And the old combat is weird to get used to again. I keep forgetting I can literally just spam like that. Alright, let's see if we can get this Enderman here. Oh, and of course a zombie rolls in. And a skeleton. That dude's in the floor. Why is he in the floor? 1.6 was weird. I think there might be a zombie spawner down there or something. There's something weird going on. Hold on, I gotta run away. Alright. It's definitely way too many zombies to just be casually walking through. So let me heal up. I'm gonna see if I can go down and explore that a little bit more. Oh yeah, we get ore blocks now. Ooh. Yeah, as I said, lots of changes. Lots of changes. So let me swing down there. I'm gonna see what we can find. So I am definitely a little bit rusty. I can respect it though. I don't have... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Bonk. This has been a blast, though. I have really been enjoying this. It has been so long since I've actually, like, just explored. I know I was just talking about that, but, like, I'm having a blast with it. Don't get me wrong, I just ran out of food. I only died about 5 times. That's a spider. I only died about 5 times down there, maybe 3. But, yeah, zombies. So I think this was back when they had originally had the zombie social spawn. Very different now to what it used to be. Oh, I am actually dying now. No. So yeah, I think that's what was causing my problem, is just boatloads of... Why did I pick that up? Boatloads of... Just eat it just in case, just to survive. Boatloads of zombies kept spawning down there. And it was honestly pretty wild. The spam does help with that, I'm not gonna lie, especially when you're early weapons. I do like the newer combat. I know that's a big point of contention. A lot of people don't like the new combat, even though it is just the combat now, but I really enjoy it. I like it. I thought it added a little bit more finesse to the game. But yeah, now I'm just kind of trying to get myself fed. I've got, I think it was 50-ish iron there, so that's all cooking up. That'll be nice to have. And then I'm gonna have all of this meat to start eating. And I think I do kind of want to find a place to settle down. We've got, honestly, enough stuff to kind of be getting on with. And we're starting to get to the point where I'm not going to be able to carry it all. So even if I just find a temporary place to settle down, I think that'd be a good start. Honestly, I kind of like this bowl. I wish it was all the way around the mountains. Maybe I'll try and find something like that. But we'll see. I'm going to explore around, and once I find a nice little spot for us to live, I'll bring us all on back. We have stumbled upon a jungle temple. Now, to be honest, I've never actually properly solved any of the redstone puzzles on the inside of one of these. If any of you have, let me know. I am genuinely curious. I just know for a fact that I have not. I have definitely tried, but I've never done it. And let's see, where is it? Bonk. Let's break that real quick. I just want to make sure no mobs come and eat my face. Whoop. Oh, I forgot that one. Sweet. I'm actually thinking I might live in this. Now I'm trying to remember. Let's check. Is it... Oh, I don't know why. I thought it was the side of the wall that opened up, not this drop right here. So I did have it right. That's kind of cool. What do we got? A saddle, 2 saddles, and 6 iron ingots. I like that. Alright, let's throw a quick torch in here to keep that place lit up. We got a torch there. Torches here. And then I didn't even check this one. There we go. Another 6 gold. A little bit of iron. Well, we got 8 arrows. Another 10. So 18 arrows plus what I've got in my inventory. I think this might be kind of a fun spot to start off living. I did look all through here looking for a witch hut. I would have liked to have had one. Didn't end up finding one. But that's fine. Oh, you know what? I think I am going to live here because I can put a bridge That goes over to there, and we can have a little bit of something there. Yeah, let me clean this up a little. I'm going to light all this up. Try and make it a little more homely. Welcome back, all. So I got a little carried away with making this place look a little better. As I said, I've kind of like dropped back into my old kind of Minecraft habits at the start where I kind of just did things, and I'm very happy with it. So we have a little bit of a pen set up here. I got some chickens, I got some sheep, and some cows. The cows are the newest. I actually just brought them in earlier from over there. The sheep were already moseying around here, and so were the chickens. Bonk. Oh, there we go. Good chicken. I got a triple egg when I threw my chickens in initially, which was pretty fun. I've kicked this hill back a bit and kind of flattened a little bit of the area around out so that, one, we could put that there, and two, so I could get a little bit of a farm going here. So we've got carrots and wheat. I guess I didn't grab any potatoes at the village, which is kind of a bummer. Not that I need potatoes right now, but having all three of them would be nice, so I'm going to have to keep an eye out for some potatoes. But I did clean this off. I put a little bit of a wall around to keep more mobs out. Had a creeper come in and blow me up because I forgot to close my back gates, so oh, I did it again. So yeah, just a little bit of a balance here, but really just clean things up. I'm probably gonna put my nether portal up here. I've got all the stuff for it downstairs, which is where I set up a little bit of a storage room. I've started putting up, because I had 3 leather. I don't remember where I even got it. I don't remember killing any cows, but I had 3 leather, so I got that set up. Little basic storage. I've done a little bit of mining, so I've got some iron, some gold, some diamonds here. I've got a diamond pickaxe made up as well, so I can get myself a little bit of obsidian. And then, you know, just kind of basic storage setup. Nothing too wild. I gathered up all the redstone from down here and kind of opened it all up. My mines are here in the corner. That's pretty much where we're at. I think what I want to do is I'm going to set up the nether portal. And we'll head on into the nether, check out if anything's going on there. Okay, portal's built upstairs. I'm kind of annoyed it does stick through the floor, but I may change up a couple of things in this. I do want to add in a little bit more jungle wood. So those kind of changes will come up in the near future. But definitely some stuff is going to change on this. I want to get rid of a little bit of the cobble, add in a little bit of, you know, other. But we're going to figure that out as we go. Let us hop on in to the nether. Bonk. I just wanted a picture of it. That might be the thumbnail. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. There we go. We need to go deeper. Of course, big open room. There we go. That should help protect it from some ghast blasts, in case we get any. It's really the only thing that can knock the portal out. Bonk. And then one thing I like to do, just in case, is leave ourselves a little flint and steel right here. So let's go exploring. Ooh. That was a weird lighting glitch. Okay. Yeah, so, for those who never played or don't remember, there's a lot of weird rendering issues in 1.6. You'll see whole chunks that kind of disappear until you get close to them. It's kind of funny to see, those little, like, artifacts, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm trying to remember, I think it was pretty standard, you know, 1.6 nether. There wasn't much going on. Yeah, we got some glowstone, some soul sand, some quartz. I grabbed some quartz because we're going to need it for redstone. I want to get our food settled in the next episode, most likely. I think that's what we'll go for. Just throwing down pillars so that I know where to go on the way back. Yeah, there's really not much that tries to attack you out here until you get to a fortress. Aside from the ghasts. The pigmen will if you attack them. I was hoping to see a fortress pretty easily, but does not look like I'm going to get that lucky. So let me explore around a bit. And we'll kind of go from there. So yeah, these are some of those rendering artifacts I was talking about. Where you can kind of just see through all the chunks. Just a big strip. Normally it's just a, you know, kind of like a single chunk or a couple of chunks. These ones seem to have full-fledged, you know, strips of chunks missing, which is kind of odd. But, you know, this is 1.6.4, so it is a bit on the older side. It is terrifying walking through places like the Nether. But we did not find a fortress. And I'm gonna head back because I've almost died a couple of times. Because we do not have any long-range weaponry, so I cannot take on the ghasts. So I've really just been running away from them, which has kind of been limiting some of my exploration area. So I think we're going to end up heading back. I want to throw this in there just in case, and boom. So yeah, we're going to head on back. I think that's going to be the easier start. And we're going to have to, between now and the next episode, kind of get some stuff together. Get a bow, get some arrows. I don't have a lot of arrows. I know I have some from killing skeletons, but not too much. How are we looking? Yeah, I've got 33 arrows. So obviously more than I, you know, more than I think I'd have right now. So I'm happy about that. But not enough where I want to, you know, be going into the Nether with just that as my backup. So I think we'll play around with it. I am planning on streaming in this world as well. I don't really have a schedule for this series yet. I kind of just want to see how it goes, if people like it, stuff along those lines. And if you guys do all like it, let me know, and we'll be able to kind of continue on with it. And I'll, you know, let you know schedule and live streams and stuff like that as we go. But for now, we're going to keep it kind of laid back and a little bit of fun. So I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up. It was not the longest episode in the world, nor was it kind of the shortest, so... But I got a lot of stuff done, is the thing. So I'm happy about that, and I think that's a good start. So we're going to wrap it up here. Ooh, is that a baby ocelot? Oh, look at it. Sorry. That's something that, one, was very rare to see even back when you played, and two, ridiculously rare, because, ooh, there's Mom. Because I don't know if ocelots are a thing anymore, because they switched to cats, but I think they brought the ocelots back. But I digress. I'm getting distracted. Nostalgia. You know how it goes. But yeah, so we're going to wrap it up here. And as always, I want to thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, or wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.